The ocean floor is a silent place. Blackness presses down from above. It is a crushing weight, heavier than any mountain on the land above. Down here, in the cold and the dark, old things sleep. Things man was not meant to find, things man was not meant to wake, but legends whisper of a creature vast beyond measure. Leviathan, they call it, a beast of the deep, its slumber troubled only by the dreams of the drowned. And sometimes, when the world above is right, those dreams bleed into reality. Aidan knew the sea like a farmer knows his fields. Every current, every ripple, every shift in the wind told a story.
His beard was as white as the foam on a crashing wave, his hands rough and calloused from years of hauling nets. He'd seen storms that could swallow ships whole, felt the bite of icy winds, and tasted salt spray on his lips more times than he could count. The sea was his lifeblood, his mistress, his jailer. He respected her power even when she raged.
Leviathan, the young fisherman would whisper, huddled around flickering lanterns on the docks.
Aidan would scoff, but a shiver would always run down his spine. He'd heard the stories since he was a boy, tales passed down from father to son for generations. A creature so big it could swallow whales whole, scales harder than any metal, eyes that glowed in the darkest depths. Just stories, he told himself. Myths meant to scare children, and yet...
The air crackled with anticipation. It was the festival of the sea, a time for celebration and sacrifice to appease the ocean's might. Garlands of brightly colored seaweed and shells adorned the houses. The scent of roasting fish and spiced wine filled the air.
But this year, a pall hung over the festivities. The sky, usually a brilliant blue, churned with angry grey clouds.
The wind howled like a banshee, whipping the flags into a frenzy. The sea itself seemed to snarl, waves crashing against the shore with unnatural force.
Aidan felt it first in the pit of his stomach. A cold dread, sharp and primal. The sea was changing, its rhythm off, its heartbeat frantic. He looked out at the churning water, his old bones aching with a premonition he couldn't shake.
A shadow darker than the storm clouds moved beneath the waves. A shape so vast it defied comprehension. It was there and then gone, swallowed by the churning maelstrom. But I had seen enough. The legends were true.